So welcome to December 6th, that's hard to say. Team call, thank you guys all for joining us tonight. And I was just welcoming Jenny to the team. She signed up this morning and already got her sister on board to do the T120 with her. And Mallory, I want to give you a shout out. And Renee, you ladies on qualifiers day pulled out your guys' first promotion and got an extra $100. So you guys will be getting about a $400 paycheck coming your way. $300 paycheck, $100 bonus coming your way this first week of December. Sometimes bonuses take just a little bit longer, just so you know. The $300 will come right away, and then the bonus after they approve your promotion will come. But what that means for Mallory and Renee is that every single order you guys put in this month, you're going to be earning an extra commission on at 6%. You're shooting for 14%. So instead of earning $100 an order, you guys are now earning $130 per order. So that's kind of nice, doing the same amount of work, but earning a little bit of extra money. So you guys both pulled it out by the skin of your teeth, like right at 4 o'clock we were putting in some orders. So congratulations on that. That's awesome. And tonight, we just want to be talking about some of the new resources corporate is giving us. And you guys are starting at such an ideal time, because when Deborah and I started, there was none of this stuff that we're about to show you. Oh, yay, we can see Ken. He's got a Santa hat on and everything. I love it. But the cool thing is that you guys are going to have so many more tools than we ever did starting right out of the gate. And we kind of have the lead on this because Dr. Mitra Ray's team, she's been teaching this program all along. And now some of the other teams are hopping on board, and even the leaders of the other teams don't know the program as well as we do. So it's really cool that you guys kind of get to hear this firsthand and kind of be our first generation right out of the gate, as corporate is accepting this program to kind of be our guinea pigs and see what you can do with it, with corporate overseeing the program as opposed to just Dr. Mitra Ray. So you guys are lucky ducks that you're starting right at this particular time. So one of the first things I wanted to go over, I hope everybody has a calendar. I still am nerdy and I have like one of these things. I just really like writing stuff down on paper. And the cool thing is here's all my prospects like on the back. So I actually have also invented something pretty cool for you guys to keep track of your prospects too. And cool thing, I was trying to see if Jenny was on my list. I don't know if Jenny was on my list, but Erin Young. So those of you guys, it's like we're having a high school reunion a little bit too. Erin Young joined the team. We got to get her back engaged, but we were talking about having a high school reunion as a way to like getting people engaged with Juice Plus. So that's a brainstorming idea. But the first thing I want you to put on your calendar is this Thursday night. Our next event is this Thursday night at 6:30. And Deborah and I are going to be leading a free workout class. Deborah is going to be leading the spin part of it, and I'm going to be leading the core part. And the cool thing about these events, as I was talking with Lindsay earlier today, is that, you know, it used to be, and Deborah and Ken and me are very familiar with this, it used to be that we used to have to invite people over to our house, and we had to clean our house, and we had to get appetizers, and we had to buy wine, and we had to like make an investment into this product and this opportunity. And the cool thing about what's set up right now, not that you can't still have a wine and wellness and have a happy hour at your home, but this is already set up for you. So I was chatting with Lindsay. She has a customer who's decided that this is a little bit too expensive potentially for her. And so we have this opportunity to invite her to come to this event and get her product for free by adding a couple people to her team. Just like, you know, Mallory, you did, and Renee, you did. You guys are now getting a product completely for free. We have the opportunity to ask others to do the same by joining in a free workout, which who doesn't want a free workout that normally you guys would be training or paying Deborah and I $60 or more for that free workout. So it's a pretty high value to give away for free. So I just want to make sure that you guys know that is a huge tool in your tool belt. Every single week we have a workout on the books, and make sure you utilize it. And Renee, even though you're not here in Denver, we're live streaming it. So it's something that you can potentially ask people to join. Lindsay's having people potentially join all the way from Australia, right? Lindsay, is that a go?
Yeah, it's a go. I'm going to talk to a couple more people, so I'm going to get them to be there on Thursday.
Awesome. So Deborah, familiarize yourself with the Aussie stuff, because we're going to have you talk about that on Facebook Live during the event tomorrow. That was your idea. I'm just throwing it out there. That was your idea. Brilliant.
On Thursday, right?
On Thursday, yep.
Tomorrow.
So that's at 6:30, and that's at Mojo Fitness. And I'm going to put the flyer, actually I just put the flyer in there yesterday morning in the Team Mix chat. Okay, so if you are coming, make sure you register, because that helps waive liability for Deborah and I, and make sure you just send the link right along to those people that you invite as well. Okay, so the next thing on the books after that is actually next Tuesday. And you can just fill this in every single Tuesday. Okay, there's a RIP Wrap call, and it's for representatives only, and it's led by Dr. Mitra Ray. Okay, and we have it every single Tuesday morning. And that's something to just get in the habit of putting in your earpiece or your earphones or whatever, just listening to it on your Bluetooth as you're running around at the grocery store, whatever. You don't really have to do a whole lot of participation in that call, which is kind of cool because you can just listen, but you can provide input sometimes when she's asking for it. So that's an actual phone call, and I put that as a reminder in my phone, because then I can just click on the link to join that call every single Tuesday morning, and that's at 10 o'clock. And I'm going to get the phone number so you guys can even write it down. The phone number just recently changed. But again, I post this in the Team Mix chat about 10 minutes, 30 minutes before the call to remind everybody. But the phone number is 641-715-0865. So one more time, 641-715-0865. And it'll say, welcome to conference call. Please enter your access code. And your access code is 137450#. So 137450#. Okay, and if you have an opportunity to listen to the one from today, it's announcing all of these cool things that corporate's doing for us, and all of the calls are recorded. So if you can join live and just get in the habit of doing that at 10 o'clock on Tuesdays, awesome. If not, if you have a time conflict with something that you already have scheduled, they're recorded. So the recording, what you do is you dial in that same exact number, the 641-715-3829 number. You enter in your access code, like I just said, pound, and let's see.
Lindsay, can you repeat that number again? Because I thought it was different from the number I wrote down the first time.
Oh, she may have forgot to. Ken, you just listened to Rip Rap recorded. Is it the same number as the live? Please hold. He's going to have volume on his computer and video on his iPad. What do you want to bet?
He's not there anymore.
He's frozen.
Yeah.
So it's 641-715-3829.
Is for the recording.
That's for the regular one. Or excuse me, the recording, yes. That's for the recording. The access code is the same.
Okay. So the number for the recorded version is different. So for recording, write this down as well. Thanks for catching that, Deborah. 641-715-3829. Okay, for recording, access code is the same. And for the one today, it was reference number 106. And that reference number will just keep going up. So today's 106, next Tuesday will be 107, 108. That makes sense? So it's kind of cool that you can listen to them after the fact. Like Ken just listened to it before we hopped on this call. Okay? Any questions as far as that goes? That call is led by Dr. Mitra Ray. A lot of people praise me on my verbiage, on how smoothly I can talk about Juice Plus, it is because I listen to those calls. Plain and simple. And I make it a habit every single week. Okay. And then I practice what she tells me because she's a cajillionaire, and who doesn't want to be a cajillionaire? Okay. So I'm going to follow suit. So the next thing you want to put on your calendar is these calls tonight. These are always recorded. They're always on our YouTube channel. But in order to get on here, it's the Zoom link that you just used to log on to this call. So if you want to make note of that, it's https://zoom, ZOOM.us/J as in Jeffrey /866-215971. Does anybody need me to repeat that? Good, because I don't want to. Okay, so these are always recorded, and I post them right on our page the night we have the call. So if you can participate live, it's really cool, because like Renee was on last week's and she got 1 million of her questions answered. So Renee, unmute yourself real quick and just share with us, like, did you learn anything last week, and have you put it to use this week as far as everything goes? Was it helpful for you to join live as opposed to watch the recording?
Yes. I was able to ask questions right away, and then you guys were able to answer them. Even though I was put on spot most of the time, it was fun.
It was good. Well, you were the only newbie last week. Look at all the newbies now this week. So.
I know.
Great.
It's wonderful having all the newbies too.
That's good. See, you're not alone. I promise you, just last week you were alone. Mallory, where were you at, girl? Come on. No, I'm just teasing. I like putting people on the spot.
Where was I? Oh, we had a party.
She was partying. Sorry, Renee.
Okay.
But that's what's so cool about this business. You just work it into what you're doing. So this is repetitive every single week without fail on Tuesdays at 10 a.m. and 7:30 p.m. We are having these calls no matter what. It was my birthday last week, and I was sitting here with a glass of wine celebrating my birthday doing this call. So it happens no matter what, okay? The next thing you need to put on your call is the next Saturday. Let me get the date for you. December. The 17th. Wait for it. Oh, here we go. Okay. Okay, the 17th at 7:15 a.m. is our next workout class, and it's Pure Barre. It's really early. Ken, I want to see you come get your Pure Barre on. I'm going to make Travis come too, okay? So it's for the guys also. It'll be great. Get a little ballerina in your step, it'll be fine.
I heard about this workout.
Yeah, it's rough. I will tell you. I didn't know I had so many muscles in my butt. Just throwing it out there.
Is this
I'm a
the one
trainer,
at
and I didn't know I had that many muscles. But it's just crazy little movements that make a workout difficult. It's like Pilates on crack. Okay, so it's Pure Barre. You would normally pay $25 if it was a special to join a class for free. And we have the opportunity to join for free, and have the owner of the studio is going to put on the workout for us. So rather you just come and take advantage of that, or you bring people, I don't know why you would not take advantage of that, okay? It's in Pure Barre, Littleton, off of Chatfield and Wadsworth. Okay, and I have the flyer right here. I'm going to be posting it. Have you guys seen this flyer? Okay, I'll post it on the Team Mix chat right after this call so that you guys have the link to that as well. And that's already on the calendar too. Okay, so beyond that, we don't have any of the free workouts, because then we're going to run into the week of Christmas and the new year. So what a better time to get people on board. There is no better time. So that is what we have in the books right now. And please, if you've been into Juice Plus for a long time, tell me what I'm missing on my calendar. There's a really important big event. Deborah, you're not allowed to answer. Lindsay?
Is there something with the health revolution coming up that is live?
Oh, okay. That's something Ken's going to talk about. We're not sure where we stand on that particular thing yet. Lindsay, what did you come to in St. Louis? What was that?
Conference, but it's not called conference anymore.
It's not?
No. I changed the name of it, but I can't remember what it is right
Deborah?
now.
What, Ken? What is it called?
Juice Plus Live.
It's Juice Plus Live, yeah.
Juice Plus Live. Ooh, I like it. Okay. So on your calendars, Lindsay, is it on your calendar already?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No, I don't remember the date.
This is why we're getting out our calendars. Deborah?
It is the, well, I always get there on the 19th, but it's the 21st through to the 23rd, maybe? I don't know. I booked from the 19th through to the 23rd, so.
Okay. April. Move your calendars to April. A conference starts on the 20th, the morning of the 20th, through the 22nd. Okay, so we usually fly in on the 19th and fly out on the 23rd or the evening of the 22nd. But if you fly out the evening of the 22nd, you're missing a big party.
Yeah.
So I think we all missed it in St. Louis because flights were terribly expensive.
Yeah.
But it's in Anaheim, and I say we do a team trip to Disneyland. I don't know. I just think that would be fun. So conference is one of those things. Deborah and I ran into the business. So no more into the business than Mallory, Renee, Jenny. We were a few days older than you since you just joined today. But we decided to go to Phoenix, Arizona, and it kind of changed our world. It gave us all of the tools to do whatever we needed to do in this business. And from there, we started our business. So it was one of the most motivating things I ever did at the very beginning of our business. Ken, it says that you're like on here 4 times. He's logging in on every device he owns. I love it. We liked seeing multiple Santa hats. It's kind of trippy. I love it. But conference was one of those things that was life-changing for me. If I wouldn't have gone to conference, I probably would have just got my product for free. Since I went to conference, I've made this a life change, a career change, and it's flipped my world upside down in a really good way and let me have the financial change I needed to be present with my kiddos at home instead of trading dollars for hours. So it is something I absolutely encourage you to 100% just put it on your calendar. And if nothing else, it's going to be a blast because we always have a load of fun. So Lindsay, you came, I mean, just for a really short window. She only had like a day and a half and she made it work. How did it impact you? Just out of curiosity, because you were really no further into the business than what Mallory and Renee are right now either. Although you had been a part of the team longer, you made the decision to go this time. How's it impacted you?
Well, I think I came back with a lot more tools in my tool belt, as you would say, and knowledge of not just the product, but the company itself and how wonderful the company is and how many people are a part of this company. And it reinvigorated me that I was doing something good for myself, for my boyfriend, and for my future. And so coming back, I signed up my first distributor, and I've really helped her, and I'm continuing to grow my business. And I've learned how to talk about it in like regular conversation and not as much as like a salesperson.
Perfect. And did it change your view on what capacity you have doing this business as opposed to what you were doing before?
Yeah, definitely. I think that, you know, you're hesitant to step out of your comfort zone with something new that you're not familiar with, but seeing people up on that stage who started exactly where I started and where Mallory and Jenny have started from has made it a lot easier to come back and just naturally talk about it and grow my business and want to continue to make this business more of my income.
Absolutely. Yeah, so it's really cool to see other people. I mean, you guys listen to me talk all of the time. There are other people besides me that are successful at this, and it's really fun to hear other people's verbiage and everything else like that. And Mallory, you and I were kind of talking about that the very first day we signed you up, of like, oh, I'm kind of nervous about this, you know. Of course, that's only natural when starting a new thing. So it's kind of cool to be able to hear the person that was nervous to making six figures and how they did it, you know, because there's so many different stories out there. So, and I know, Deborah, you and I came back from our first conference, and I'm sure our husbands were like, you're brainwashed. That's awesome.
Yeah.
You went to Arizona and got brainwashed, but
My husband thought we joined a cult.
well, because we were so like empowered, you know.
Yeah.
There's something about being in a room of like 8,000 or 9,000 people that have the same point of view as you and the same mission as you, and hearing them get up on stage and talk about how it's totally changed their world, and you're like, man, that could be me, you know. So totally rocked our world when Deborah and I made the decision to go. And honestly, we just thought we were going to get some pool time in Arizona, sunny. I mean, we had no idea what was in store for us, but definitely something to put on your calendar. And then throughout January, we're going to continue to do the workouts. Deborah and I just need to kind of rally the trainers again and start getting more on the calendar. So I know I'm going to be doing another trampoline boot camp class, because that was a big hit. I think that was our largest group yet. We had 33 people there that day, which was nuts, just like for people to come play on a trampoline and in a foam pit. It was like being a kid again. So Ken, that one is one you need to come to. That would be fun. Yeah. So that will probably be the first one in January. If not the last one in December. We just haven't decided a date on that yet. Anything else that people think that we need to be putting on the calendar, aside from what Ken's going to be talking about, is kind of what we're going to be doing with a team presentation. We have been kind of thinking about, if people are not into working out, because there are several people that aren't, that the workout aspect is not going to work for. Rather, we as a team just want to be doing a presentation once a week. And maybe my idea was to do it on Facebook Live, on our page that we've been doing it. If you have not joined Real People, Real Food, Real Results page, do that, because that's where we've been going live on. And let me just show you what it looks like real quick. And I can put that in the Team Mix chat as well, or in the comments here. But what we can do, and what we did before, is make an event where I went live. So this is what it looks like. Has everybody joined that?
Nope, I will.
Okay. So on this, and actually it might be easier to share my screen. What am I doing? Let me share my screen real quick.
Lindsay, were you going to talk to the Team Shining Star calls, the 2nd and 4th Tuesdays of the month?
I haven't decided. That's the one piece of the puzzle I am unsure of right at this particular moment. And we can decide this as a team, guys. You guys can kind of watch the resources out there. Am I blind? Where is it? Here we go. Okay, so on this, anybody can ask to join it, which is kind of cool. But what we're doing is, did everyone, if you have not watched this live presentation here, I just did it last week, and I was calling it the Turkey Detox. Okay, and it was the 10-minute presentation that we're doing right along with the workouts. And I don't know if anybody got customers from this, but I got a rep and a customer. So I think it's important, if we decide to do our presentations this way, to have people trade off doing it, right? So it's not just me every week, but maybe Deborah wants to do one and invite her people. Ken, you want to do one? Lindsay, you want to do one? Mallory, I don't know. You said you wanted to practice your public speaking, so there was an opportunity for you. But the idea behind this was people are live asking questions, and it was really cool. And it was the first one we did, and I had a really great response from it. I didn't know that corporate was going to be releasing something different. So On here, I also was doing a promotion for it, almost 1,000 views of people asking. That was just my invite to join our live presentation. So I made it fun with the snow in the background, and I challenged you guys to do the same thing. So the whole idea is to make this business really challenging, or really, really creative and fun. So you can do what you want. This was when Deborah and I did the last workout. We lived it on this page. So if people are liking this page, then you can join us in the entire workout. You can see us spinning there, right? And then we move to a core workout at the end. But people can join our workouts no matter where they're from. So we're live streaming on that page. But the one piece of the puzzle we're unsure of, and maybe you new people can help us decide what we want to do. Do we want to do a live presentation on that page once a week that's unassociated with the workout? Do we want to, did anybody have an opportunity to watch the one that corporate put out last, what was it, Thursday night, Ken? What's your input on that? Did you like it? Deborah, did you see that?
Which one was it? Was it the, I don't know if I said, was it a live one?
So Jennifer Myers did a presentation.
Oh yeah.
It was pretty straightforward. Dr. Mitra Ray said she wasn't really a big fan of it on Rip Rap.
I can see why Mitra is not a fan of it. It just, to me, it didn't flow right.
Yeah, it needs some work.
Yeah.
So maybe while corporate is working out their glitches, we already have a script that works. Honestly, I want to share our script with Dr. Mitra Ray because it's better than her script. Did anybody watch her presentation? I've been meaning to talk with her about that. She is also doing a product presentation. It was a half hour of pure science, which people get bored on. That works good for doctors' brains. Did you see that one, Ken? Lindsay, anybody see that one?
No, I didn't see that. Where was it?
I'll post it. You guys can take a look at it. It's one of the ones that Jake and Mitra are doing, and now they're having other leaders step up and do it.
Gotcha.
Have you seen it, Deborah?
I remember her talking about it when she was talking in the NMD thing, saying she was thinking she was going to do a 15-minute one on the science, on the biome, and then she's going to do a 15-minute one on something else. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah, it was just, I was falling asleep and I know all the information. So I've been meaning to tell her that we actually already have it streamlined, so use ours, right? Mm-hmm. Which is what Mitra is doing with the company, right? Like, she's like, dude, we got this. Take my idea. So why don't we step up as Team Mix and say, hey, we already have it set. So anyway, I'm going to make a decision. What do you call it? I'm missing a word because I'm
executive decision.
Thank you very much. Okay, executive decision. So once a week, I think we should do our script on the real people, real food, real results page. That's just the presentation, no workout. What's your vote? Like, give me a thumbs up. Like, give me a high five if you think that would be good for now. And then we can kind of let corporate work out the bobbles of it. And whoa, that's a big thumb. Okay.
Can I sort of put my 2 cents worth in?
Yeah,
here?
please.
One of the things that I saw them do in Australia, which I thought was really cool, and you could totally, hang on, my daughter's just bringing me a cup of tea. What a good girl she is.
Oh, Mesa, say hi to us.
I want to say hello, Mesa. Oh, no, she can't. She's got stuff all over her face. That would be embarrassing for her.
So what?
But anyway, but what they did was that they zoomed in someone so that the girls were just sitting at a coffee club, like a coffee house or something like that, or a coffee shop, and they zoomed in the person speaking. So that way, even if, so that live event, you could just say to some girls, hey, come and we'll have a cup of tea or a cup of coffee or whatever you guys do. And but then, at the time that live event's happening, you can then hook into that. You know what I mean? So I think that the live event is great, but then you could also make it a bit of a social affair where, people are just sitting and having coffee together, really casual. You could have the products with you right there so that you could then be showing them, these are the gummies she was talking about, and this is, that sort of stuff.
Very cool. So we'll let us as leaders, we'll kind of iron that out. I don't want to confuse those of you who are brand new. But the idea is we will have a workout once a week. We will have a team call once a week, and we will also have a presentation once a week at your access, so that, bless you, so that we will have access to all of these things that are at your disposal, so you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Lindsay and I had a really lengthy conversation about that this morning, of like, all you new people have to do is plug into the things we already have. So it's already perfected. It's already ready to rock and roll. You don't even have to have your own happy hour or anything, but you certainly can if you want to. That's how Deborah, Ken, and I did it in the old days. So it's only like a couple of years ago. So it's just so cool to see how much this is changing in just the couple of years we've been involved, isn't it, guys? Like, if someone would have had this set up for me, I would have been like, yeah, this is sweet, right? You don't have to do anything but show up. It's easy. Have your friends show up with you. Come have some fun. Linz, do you have something to say?
Can I give you an idea? Just
Please.
page that you want us to join, the Real People, Real Food, Real Results. The other possibility is we all know each other's stories, but we don't get together in a group except this kind of setting. What if we maybe picked somebody who felt comfortable with sharing their story on Facebook Live on this group, since that's what the page is called. You know, each person has different results from Juice Plus, whether it's weight loss, whether it's babies, whether it's acne clearing up, whatever it is. We could, we could share our stories, because those would be tools in our tool belt that we could give to other people, and or resonate with somebody who is a prospect that maybe I can't relate to my prospect because they're not needing to lose weight, but they are having infertility issues, or those kind of things, because we all share our stories when we get together, but not necessarily everybody in our team knows each person's story.
So what if we had somebody share a story in correlation with the script once a week, and the story changed once a week?
Yeah, I like that idea.
Right? So like when I do the script, Lindsay, you can share your story. And when Ken does the script, Mallory can share hers, or whatever, you know?
And so I'll put my hand up. And so I was thinking with that, it's going to also give you guys, you new people, more confidence. But the whole idea is to be able to show, you know, people that you want to have join you as your business partners, that it's really easy and anyone can do it. And when you call on someone to just share their story, then you can say, hey, like, I had, you know, no idea that I could do this, but hey, look, there's me, you know, telling my story. And it gives you practice, but it also just third-party validation for a start. And then it also gives any new prospects that are looking at becoming team members, they can see that, oh, you know, all it is sharing stories. It's not really that hard. It has to be duplicatable.
Right. So if we have a script that you have to read and then you enter a story here, easy sauce. Love it. All right.
Yeah.
Any particular day and time that you guys think that would be a good thing when we go on Facebook Live? So the one we did before that we had a ton of response on was 3 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon.
Men in football, that's not going to work.
True. Football's constantly changing too, so.
Yeah. You know, what about a Monday night? Because people, you know, Mondays are hard, and what if you had something positive to show somebody who is a prospect? Just an idea.
I know my Monday nights, if they look like anything like my life, I won't have time to hop on. I'd like to pick a day and time where primarily family time, people have some downtime. I would think either a Saturday or a Sunday, only because, like, I don't know. Anybody?
I think the Sunday afternoon, especially in the winter, is probably not a bad time, except for people that go skiing, but then they can hook into the recording afterwards.
Does anybody have the football schedule in front of them?
The Broncos play on 6:30 on Christmas evening, so that's on a Sunday.
So that's all right. You'll be able to watch it at 3 and then watch the Broncos at 6:30 on Christmas.
Really?
maybe like 4 o'clock, maybe a little later than that, so
Yeah.
that if people are out and about on a Sunday for kids activities or sports or whatever, they'd be home getting ready for dinner but not having dinner yet.
It's a good idea.
If the Bronco schedule didn't change so frequently. What did you guys just say? Sorry, I was looking up the schedule.
We were saying maybe push it back an hour on Sunday, make it more like 4 o'clock or even 4:30, so that if families are out doing activities with their kids, I know Ken's got 3 boys that are running around crazy. If you got home, you're getting ready for dinner, you're getting ready for the week, you can have the call before.
Well, the idea is to keep it like 10 to 15 minutes. Like it's not a long time duration. So even if the Broncos are on, you could like listen in for 10, 15 minutes.
Time.
There is a game 12-18 at 2:25.
So halftime would be 4 o'clock. Rough. No, that's not.
Yeah, that'd be right when they're finishing.
So anyway, we can solidify this. I'm liking just throwing out ideas though, but that will be the next thing that we can throw on our calendars to have as a consistent thing. Because even the person who's presenting it, it's going to take 10, 15 minutes out of their day. It's not a huge obligation, you know. It's the only thing I don't like about the coffee shop thing is that it would be a bigger obligation. But like if I do the presentation this week and Lindsay does it next week and Ken does it the week after, it's a 15-minute obligation that we all can plug into and we can all do it as a team. So the leaders on the team, I'm going to have you sign up for that and we'll just try it for a month, solid month, and see what happens. Does that sound good?
Sounds good.
I think it's good. And the coffee shop idea is take it to this level. It doesn't matter where we are. We can zoom into that call. So
Yeah, and that's
the lifestyle we're going to be showing people that we're living. So if we're up in the mountains skiing and Deborah's on the top of the mountain and it's her time to tell the story, she's sitting on top of the mountain telling the story if she's got reception. But that's how we can incorporate that aspect of it. It's not a huge commitment.
Yeah, because I didn't mean that you would have it at a coffee shop each week. I just meant that if you were meeting people at a coffee shop, you could sort of plan to meet them at a coffee shop and say, hey, I've got this call I've got to do. Let's meet at a coffee shop. We can do it. Just plug into it and then go back to having a coffee. You know what I mean? And it could be like, oh, I have to do I'd love to meet you for coffee, but I've got to do this. Like, I've got to share my story a little bit. Do you mind if we just watch that? It's 15 minutes and then we'll keep on going with our coffee, you know?
That's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. Well, it's sneaky. It's a little sneaky.
A little sneaky, yeah. But you don't want to be too sneaky. Just saying, hey, I'm going to be doing this and let's meet for coffee, but hey, let's just do this as well. Cool.
I love it. All right. So the idea is your calendar is going to reflect your paycheck. So the more things that we have plugged into our calendar, the more things you guys show up to, the bigger your paycheck's going to be, period, right? I had a gal come to one of the workouts and she brought 6 prospects and made $600. I mean, she showed up to a workout. That's all she had to do. And she made $600, a workout that she would normally be paying for. Okay. So this, what we have set up is really awesome. So just utilize it. So I'm glad you guys wrote that all on your calendar. And with that being said, the Healthy Living Revolution is something that the company is kind of wrapping around the Transform 30, okay? And they're really focused on the Shred 10, which is a 10-day specific program it's like a more strict program of the Transform 30. And so they've put together a ton of tools and resources for us, and we're kind of still in the learning process. They're still in the building process, but Ken's going to kind of just take us through the Healthy Living Revolution website and just show what's going to be available to us. It probably will launch here coming in January, so I just want you guys to be familiar with it and just know you have a lot of tools at your disposal.
Working on it.
Please hold. Please hold. But like I said, it's just really cool that corporate is doing this for us. So
You see my page?
Yep. It's just looking fabulous.
Awesome. All right, so Healthy Revolution. For those who weren't at conference, which is a few of us, what they did is they took the top leaders from some of the top teams across the country and brought them together in a focus group to basically get everybody on the same page. So we're all delivering the same message. The one thing I like about this Healthy Revolution is that Team Shining Star, Team Mix, Team Adventure, we're ahead of the game already. We've been doing this already from the start. Everybody else is going to catch up to us. So they've created this page for us. It's a healthyrevolution.com. And so when you come to this page, this is what you're going to see. This front page is going to have 2 resources on it. It's going to have the cookbook. It's 101 pages of different recipes, healthy recipes. This is what we're going to give to our customers, and have them go through and create these healthy recipes. They're going to make it part of the 10-day shred as well. There's some shred recipes in there. This Healthy Living Ambassador children's book, I like this. Inside, it's 22 pages long. I mean, it looks real thick there, but it's 22 pages long. It's got a lunchbox makeover in it, and then it's got a lot of fun tools for kids to learn about healthy living, healthy eating with drawing pictures and learning about different stuff. If you go down to the very bottom, you're going to see this little wheel in the right-hand corner. You guys see this?
Yep.
We're going to click on that, and that's going to take us to the rep only page. This is only for our reps. As a resource center, you don't let your customers go to this. It's only if they are a distributor with us. And the fun thing about the password, it is Revolution. This is going to bring us up to the rep resource page. They did some updating recently, and they added the store, which has all the different apparel.
Yeah, this is changing daily right now. So this is just to show you guys what they're putting together for us, which is so cool.
So, on the front it says Healthy Revolution. On the back of a lot of products, it says Taking Healthy Back. So that's the core message that's coming out of the Healthy Revolution is we're taking our health back. The Shred book, Mitra Ray and Jake are working on this as we speak, and this is coming very soon. It's going to be the how-to of the shred, of the 10-day shred. So how to set it up, how to invite, how to take care of your customers during the shred, what to share, recipes, shakes, everything's going to be composed into that. This Shred 10 Representative Success Guide is going to be a little bit of that same stuff. I'm not too sure how. I've heard different stories on both, so I'm not sure how they're bringing it all together. I'd be honest with you, I haven't looked at these videos yet.
Okay, so I have.
Okay.
I've looked at them, and they're just such incredible resources. So one of the main ideas of the Shred and how it's maybe a little bit different than the Transform 30 is that you provide such strong customer care for these 10 days that people are never going to want to be off of it because they have a buddy in it now. So the cool thing is Michelle Ball is sitting here talking about just simple tips and tricks that she adds into her every day to be successful at eating healthy and taking her healthy back. And these are different videos that you're going to be able to send your customers from top nutrition experts in the world. I mean, it's really cool. So there's an eating out video, there's a planning ahead video, there's Jake and Jamie talking actually to us as representatives of how to take care of our customers, and they walk us through that. So this is one of the things on those 3 coaching calls that a lot of you have been going through that we're going to be adding to a part of your homework to watch these videos because it'll teach you how to take care of customers so that you can start to build that residual income of those customers are ordering over and over and over again, which in turn is going to keep them healthy for life, which is why we are in this business in the first place. So if I can get paid for helping other people get healthy and stay healthy for the rest of their life, I am on board with that. It's helping in every way, shape, or form. And I love that they have a guy one. Ken, I'm sure you love that too, because this isn't just specific to females.
So I don't know who out of the new people know about our 10-day shred, Lindsay, that we've been doing for the past month or so.
Go ahead and talk about it a little bit. That's fine.
Cool. So I really like the 10-day shred and what Jake has come up with. It's the T30, kind of very, very strict. She says it's rule driven. So if you want to join the 10-day shred, it's no gluten, no dairy in it. You're knocking out everything. You're very strict with it. There's no kind of like, well, I can't give up caffeine. No, you need to do this for 10 days. This is going to jumpstart your health. And then the T30 is going to build right behind it. And then the T120 is going to build right behind that. And you can do 1 shred a month, 2 shreds a month. My plan for the next year is to have 2 shreds a month. And anybody can invite themselves or their customers to that page, and I'll keep it going. I'm going to ask for help from some of the leaders to kind of divvy up the work. The way Jake runs hers is they have 4 different people. They put 4 different posts out a day. One's funny, one's informational, one's a recipe, and I think the other one's kind of a smoothie kind of deal, and one's motivational. So 5. She also has all her people, all her reps with her customers that are on the shred, contact them twice a day, once in the morning, once at night. Hey, good morning. What's up? Just want to touch base with you, see what you got planned for the day. Something simple like that. Hey, at the end of the day, hey, how'd your day go? Did you make it through the shred okay? Did you eat well? Just simple text like that. They found engagement and longevity in the shred and the T30 phenomenal, just doing those little simple things. So
well,
I think
to hold your customers accountable, and then by adding these videos in, the purpose of these videos these are some of the things that we can send our customers to engage them instead of like, hey, how's the weather?
Right.
So it's really cool. And Jake and Mitra are actually flying out to Tennessee, I think today or tomorrow. To film even more of these videos for us. So there are going to be a ton of videos at our disposal for resources. So as soon as you bring people on as a customer, this is kind of the next set of videos. Whereas a lot of you brand new right now, you guys have been just watching the videos that are accessible to bring people on as customers. This is kind of the next set. So really cool things at your disposal that we didn't have when we first started. So very cool. So this is healthylivingrevolution.com. And then this is the little wheel on the right-hand side that you can log into to have access to these tools. So any questions on that?
Just one more thing.
Oh, okay, sorry.
So this stuff on the bottom, this is where that script came that Jennifer Myers and Pages came from, which I think Mitra is kind of what she said on that call is they're gonna revamp this stuff a little bit, or have corporate revamp this a little bit to be more friendly, I guess you could say. So they're gonna work on this stuff. I don't know your feelings, Lindsay, about utilizing this for customers or anything like that.
My thought on this is that we have a system that is working right now. Let corporate work out the bobbles, but no, this is going to be something at our disposal in the future here.
Perfect.
So something for use in the future. I wouldn't use that right now. Let them fix it first. And we'll just keep doing our thing that we've been doing that's been totally successful. And in the meantime, we're just going to have backup as this rolls out. So.
Yep. So everybody don't go past these pictures until Lindsay tells you to. But yeah, I mean, use these images. These images are good. They're sharp, they're crisp. They're very good images. I've had some people ask me what that red squirrely thing is. So it's just a nice conversation. So yeah, for right now, that's the Healthy Living Revolution page. Like Lindsay said, it's going to be expanding. It's going to be evolving, I think, as the leaders talk to these web designers and go through this. They're looking at doing, for the shred part, they're also looking at doing some more stuff with that. But I think what we've got going on as a team, combined with this, which makes this so easy because no matter what's going on, everybody's going to get the same message. I mean, this whole concept is awesome for our business. It's only going to make it grow. I think 2017, if you're on board right now, is going to be phenomenal. And if you can get some of your friends and family on board, it's just going to be that much more fun.
Yeah, so I see this site being the power boost to what we're already currently doing. So let it evolve as we're building team and as we're building customers, and we'll kind of go from there. So any questions? I'm going to have you not unshare your screen now, Ken. And then I'm just going to have everybody unmute. We're going to take a cool picture because this is kind of cool to post and say, hey, we were on a team call tonight. So If you're not up on the screen and you want to be and you want to smile and act like you're having fun, we're just going to take a picture real quick, like a screenshot. And I got a lot of people asking me I love it, Ken. I'm not ready just yet. So anyway, let me get my.
I have to say, I have to show you guys, since you have the Santa hat on, I legit have this.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. You have to get that in the picture. I'm sorry. You just like gotta back up a little. I love it.
Well, I need to take it off then.
Yeah.
Love it.
Holiday.
Love it.
All right, hold on. I gotta go get my Santa hat. I'm gonna stop recording.
Does everybody else have a Santa hat?